All right, so here he is. You can argue he is the best pound-for-pound male fighter in the world today, the UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, and he continues to add layers and wrinkles to his game. Absolutely incredible, all he has accomplished thus far.
He's a tremendous fighter, and John, you look at his style and you think to yourself, this would translate weight classes, pound for pound. That's the definition. He is pound for pound, and that was on full display when he just dismantled the great Max Holloway. But tonight in front of him, he has a very different challenge. It's not a guy he's seen before. He's got a formulated plan inside the octagon, and if anybody can do that, it's Alexander Volkanovski.
And one thing that has been key to his success, he's just never been flat on fight night.
Never.
Always seems to have his best. We'll see if he has it all going here tonight. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proven ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov is ready to engage yet again. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. Well, they say everybody loses in mixed martial arts. I guess everybody except the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Impossibly difficult to get this guy off of you once he takes you down. How do you prevent that from happening is the question for the opponent tonight. All right, didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves this clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of changing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from this position.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. Khabib lands early and he lands often.
Volkanovski gets the single leg takedown. Under 3 minutes to go in round one. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook.
And now he's got the back. Volkanovski's in half guard. So Alexander Volkanovski putting it all together on the world's biggest stage as usual, and the wrestling has been a big factor in this one.
Yeah, the wrestling's led the dance for him. For so long, we thought that Alexander Volkanovski was just a wrestler. And he went away from that and did other things. But tonight, you see that he does have the ability to control fights using that skill. He's an amazing fighter, John. And once again, we see why he's the best.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
What a great job getting that kick to the target.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
He's hurt. He's wobbling. Oh, nice left leg.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build it to send up a submission attempt.
Oh, good. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of.
Oh, good lead right by Volkanovski. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand his strikes with anybody in the UFC.
All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Volkanovski going for the takedown. He misses. Takedown defense is there. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh, and he lands yet another uppercut. So those strikes have come in bunches tonight, really starting to find some consistency.
He's finding consistency because he knows that that is a strike that he can find at any time. He's so confident in finding that uppercut that it's landing over and over again.
Takedown defense holds up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov.
Now he's going full mount.
2 minutes now to go.
It's work, guys. Come on.
Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Volkanovski getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. The ground strikes continue to pile up. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Round 3 next.
Excellent job, Lester. Really good. This round, we got to do the exact same thing. Let's start this off with a big take.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, DC's back from the can as we get this next round underway, and his striking in that previous round was so good. I got tired just watching that, Else.
I mean, he did a great job of landing strikes, but not only just punches, not only just strikes, they were significant strikes. A lot of punches outside of the jab. I've got the trouble.
Right under the elbow, right on the bottom.
It was perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that punch.
Oh, so the taller fighter lands a flush knee. Oh, and he lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well yet again. Got the single collar tie. Nurmagomedov gets the double leg takedown. How good was that? Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Khabib's in half guard.
He's got to be careful here.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Nurmagomedov's back to the side control now.
Oh, for attack. Yup. That's in pretty deep.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Another ground and pound strike lands. Final 30 seconds of this third round. Nurmagomedov's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. A huge round, particularly when it came to that liver strike that really buckled his opponent.
It buckled his opponent bad. I'm surprised that the guy's still standing. I don't know exactly what his corner can do to try to bring him back. When you take those types of strikes, you generally don't recover fast. Let's see what they do to try to bring him back.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Huge shot, finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, going in the fight.
Oh, Volkanovski's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
Beautiful transition.
All right, feet on the hips here.
He passed the half guard.
Nurmagomedov's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Volkanovski's back into full guard.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Nurmagomedov gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the day.
That's exactly what you expect, right? He took such a bad knockdown early. It's going to be on him to build back into this fight as we go forward.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack him.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Ground and pound strike there now.
Nice transition.
30 seconds to go. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Inside the closed guard.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the stool.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Big overhand right. Oh, he lands a hook. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Takedown defense holds up. Always busy here in the clinch. Lands a nice punch there. Jab gets the attention of his opponent.
He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
He passes to half guard.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
Oh, he's trying to bump the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Big right hook there by the champ. He passes the half.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine. When the opponent turns to the opposite side, he can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, man, every time he lands, it's right on that cut. That is going to have a profound impact on him moving forward. And straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
It's okay, it's okay.
All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with his striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-47. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Alexander the